Direct News TV. October 28, 2023. Israel-Hamas War Live, Israel unleashes pure horror on Gaza Strip. Israel's bombardment of Gaza has intensified after the military said it was expanding operations into the territory. Hamas says its fighters have confronted Israeli troops in various locations. International media and aid agencies say they lost contact with staff in Gaza amid a near-total communications blackout. More than 1 million Palestinian children and their parents are living through pure horror in the besieged enclave, says humanitarian group Save the Children. UN General Assembly overwhelmingly approves non-binding resolution calling for a truce. At least 7,326 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks since October 7. More than 1,400 people were killed in the Hamas attack on Israel. More than 200 arrested at Grand Central Station anti-war protest, NYPD. We have some more details on the arrests at the mass sit-in organized by the Jewish Voice for Peace, JVP, at New York's Grand Central Station on Friday night. Photos earlier showed New York police escorting dozens of protesters away with their hands tied behind their backs. Now the New York Police Department has confirmed they arrested at least 200 people at the rally, which led to the temporary closure of the station. JVP said the peaceful sit-in on the station's concourse was the largest civil disobedience New York City has seen in 20 years. Mass dawn prayers in occupied West Bank in support of Gaza. Thousands of Palestinians have prayed on the streets in different parts of the occupied West Bank in a show of support for Gaza. Reports said that thousands performed the Far, or dawn prayer, in main squares in Nablus, Tulkarem, Jenin and Tubas. Following the prayers, hundreds staged demonstrations in support of Gaza in Tulkarem and Tubas, according to an Anadolu reporter. Palestinians, in the dark about what's happening in Gaza. After Gaza went into darkness with no communications, no phones, no internet connections, Palestinians here outside of Gaza and elsewhere feel that they are also being kept in the dark about what's going on. They can't check on their friends, on their loved ones, and family members to check if they're alive or not. People are still in Gaza trying to get the image out to the world, but so far we have minimal information about what's going on after Israeli forces announced they are expanding their ground invasion. It's been the heaviest night of bombardment in Gaza and Palestinians are finding it also difficult to reach ambulances and ask for help, so basically we're looking at a difficult scene. How powerful is Israel's military? As Israel carries out the most intense bombardment of Gaza since the war began, the size and power of its armed forces are in the spotlight. Despite having a population of only 9.3 million people, Israel operates one of the most powerful militaries in the world. In 2023, Israel ranked 18th in Global Firepower's annual military strength ranking, putting it ahead of much bigger nations including Saudi Arabia, Germany, and Spain. Israel's military spending came to $23.4 billion last year, according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI, making it the world's biggest per capita spender on defense after Qatar. Israel's armed forces include 169,500 active military personnel and 465,000 reserve soldiers. Those troops are backed by an extensive array of military hardware, including more than 2,200 tanks, 339 combat aircraft, 43 Apache attack helicopters, and 5 submarines. Israel's military prowess rests in part on the backing of its staunch ally, the United States, which sees the country's military strength as key to stability in the Middle East. In total, Washington has provided Israel with more than $124 billion in military aid since 1946, according to the U.S. Congressional Research Service. Gaza communication blackout continues on Saturday morning. A quick reminder that there's still a near-total blackout of communications in the Gaza Strip. Phone networks and the internet have been largely cut off amid heavy Israeli bombardment of feeder lines and towers, according to the Palestine Telecommunications Company. At the moment, we are unable to contact our correspondents directly, but we are working to find ways to bring you the latest from the ground. The Committee to Protect Journalists has issued a statement saying a communications blackout is a news blackout that can lead to serious consequences, including the spread of misinformation. At this dark hour, we stand with journalists, with those truth seekers whose daily work keeps us informed with facts that shed light on the human condition and help to hold power to account, it said. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.